Philly Chick Pictures start? Prior to LA?
No.
Once you got into LA?
Once I got to LA,
you
I
started
started work.
working. Okay. Making her own projects.
It was the most bizarre thing, and being with a huge agency in New York and going, up for every major studio film that came into town, and then you come here and it's like no one knows who you are. You're just this small fish in this big pond drowning, and that's what was happening to me. So I realized as I was getting cast in indie films here finally and short films here that I really have been producing all along and didn't even know it, Leah. You've got that personality, and when you have that, you're organized and you can manage different personalities. On top of it, you're like, okay.
Some people call it control freak.
I know, we've both been called a control freak at times, for sure. But you gotta, here's the thing though, I used to apologize for it, now I don't.
Right.
You need to take charge and control your own career because nobody's gonna do it for you. And so I started Philly Chick Pictures.
PhillyChickPictures.com?
PhillyChickPictures.com, yeah, 7.5 years ago now.
Wow.
And it's, again, my own little tiny venture, small company, but what I've done with it is team up with larger companies, or actually some smaller companies now that I'm getting bigger in the producing realm, to produce films that are edgy, that obviously I can star in, that create a leverage.
Of course.
Right, to create roles that are more suited for me, that weren't being spoon-fed to me when I got to Los Angeles.
And Brooke was the first woman that I sat down with when we did Celebrate Life a few years back, who used those terms with me about leverage and about what do you bring to the table that you can leverage to make sure you get that role you want, to make sure you're in that project you want, to make sure you're working with the people that you want to be working with. And you were the first person to really sink that in about leverage.
Thank you. That means so much to me. It really does. I want to have that voice. I want to have that voice for women, to be a powerful woman. We're not always given that voice, especially because the industry in many ways is still a boys' club, a gentleman's club, and it may always be in our generation, I don't know, so I always do advise younger actresses, filmmakers, whomever, and it doesn't mean, you guys, I said this in an interview yesterday, doesn't mean you have to go out and produce. Not everyone has the skills, the personality, the capability to be a producer. There are so many ways to do this, and I was saying that in the interview, giving guidance to actresses. I have friends that are actresses who went to school to be a makeup artist for a year and learn that skill, and then they can take that and leverage.
Exactly.
And say, okay, you know what? You'll save $3,000 or more, whatever, on your independent film if you bring me in as the makeup artist. I can contribute that, but I need a nice size role in your movie. And I think that there are so many ways to leverage, not necessarily producing. Producing happens to be my thing because it's my personality.
The projects that you are leaning towards are all very women-empowered projects.
Correct.
Yeah.
Whatever genre, and that's, again, you guys, it's a choice. Whatever genre they are in, and I still work in, I've got 6 features coming out this year, which is incredible, thank you. Indie features, and, one's a mobster drama, one's an action flick, one's a dark comedy, Gerald, Double Tap, and then of course Slime City Massacre and Donna vs. Gacy, and a short film by Roger Sheck called Sprinkles. I mean, there's so many, and I want to make sure I'm acknowledging all of them. But
which is interesting because in the horror genre, a lot of times people don't think it's favorable to women, but that's not the case. You can find empowered projects.
You can find strong female roles in horror films. In fact,
in any
genre.
In
any genre, and more than anything lately, there are more and more horror films, which I love horror films, which I love that have great roles for women, where the woman is the killer or the detective. I mean, I've played all these.
Case.
Correct.
Right.
I played the detective, the psychiatrist, the killer.
So if our viewers wanted to find out more about you, where do they go?
They can go lots of places. They can go to brookelewis.com. That would be more of my press site. They can go to phillychickpictures.com if you want information about my production company and me as a producer. They can go to, where else? MsVampy.net.
Right.
They can go, which is
watch the webisodes that are out there with Miss Vampy. They're hilarious.
Thank you. My alter ego. She's a Brooklyn vampire, you guys. And that's something, real quick, I'll shout out to my new film that's almost a pre-production now called Vamp It Out.
Nice.
And that is directed by Todd Tucker from Illusion Industries, and Jim City is my producing partner and star. And it's actually more of a Halloween. We incorporated all of the genres
Really?
that are in my body of work, and my favorite, which are horror, comedy, and the mobster kind of girl. She's like, Betty Boop meets Elvira meets Marissa Tomei, my cousin Vinnie Mona character. But why I'm bringing it up is that my message and what I've stayed committed to, because we've gotten so many other offers for more racy shows or like a Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of thing, but to do Vamp It Out as a teenage Halloween family film was my intention, because I want to send messages to women of all ages, especially teenage girls that struggle with body image, and people who are too in fear to follow their dreams and passions. It's a message. It's like, whenever you're faced with fear, dig down deep inside, find your inner vamp and vamp it out. And whether you're a guy, a girl, it doesn't matter. Everybody's got their inner vamp, and we gotta, when we're scared, just reach in and vamp it out, guys. So that's like my big thing on the horizon, and I have to shout out to that because it's something I'm very proud of and a big stand for. So
That's beautiful.
thank you.
On that note, we're vamping it out. I'm Leah Cevoli, this is Brooke Lewis. We're vamping it out and we're living on a dream.
You are, baby. I'm so proud of you.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.